Finally, it felt like we were starting to learn something that we were going to use once we have our real estate license. That's exactly how I felt when I got to the topic of the different types of residential properties we are going to see. I wanted to do this video because we're going to see this topic in the early modules of Course 2, but this is definitely something that you want to know, you want to become an expert on in the real world. I still found it hard to retain all of the knowledge of the different styles of homes while I was going through the endless Course 2 material, so I really hope this helps. I've also completed my Exam Master mini course for Course 2. It's in-depth breakdowns of the 4 types of questions you will see on the exams using my strategies and fundamentals that help me navigate the entire course in 4.5 months and pass every exam first try. So look for that in the description below, and of course it's a value link for the YouTube family as well, but let's just dive right into the video. So I'll do a small section on each type of property you're going to see on the exams and of course in the real world, but there's also time codes and chapters along the bottom of this video, so navigate to whichever one you choose if you just want to refresh up on one or the other. We'll start with detached, but keep in mind that there's a wide variety of different types of properties, but we'll keep it to the material and mainly what we'll see most. First is bungalow or single story, popular for decades, really good for downsizers, small families, couples, or of course retirement. Basically one main floor that usually requires a larger lot size because your living area, kitchen, dining area, bedrooms, and bathrooms are usually on that main floor, opposed to a 2-story home that you can build up. But people that love these properties are people that don't want that many stairs, and everything being on one floor is the convenience they desire. There will be a basement as well in the vast majority of bungalows for storage, additional living areas, bathrooms, or bedrooms as well. Next is bi-level or split entrance. Some people actually refer to these as raised bungalows. This property usually has a front entrance at the split between the upper and the lower levels. Basements on these types of properties you will find are finished more often than a traditional bungalow because the basement rests higher and you might be entering at the split, and the basement could be a major part of the home. It could have also been built as a bi-level because of the topography. If this property was built on a hill, for instance, this might be the most practical option for the builder. I liked referring to those properties as raised bungalows once I got my license instead of bi-level or split entrance, because I don't want to get them confused with split level. Split level combines a bunch of features between the bungalow and raised bungalow and a 2-story home. You'll notice this as soon as you walk in for a showing though, or if your friends have one or your family have one. Sometimes there's as many as 4 or 5 levels, and there is an ease of movement with smaller staircases between each level. These type of homes can be popular among growing or bigger families as it provides a large livable area on a smaller lot. Next, as we start to build up, is the 1.5 story. A way of identifying this type of home is usually by a high-pitched roof, which provides additional living space on the 2nd floor. And again, you'll notice this on the inside as well when previewing or doing showings, as some of the bedrooms will have slanted ceilings. Popular because they are more cost-effective than a bungalow, the ability to build up and provide more square footage on the same size lot is ideal for builders. Last of the detached homes we'll discuss is the 2-story, very popular of course, and there are many variations and styles of 2 stories with different layouts and different curb appeal. The bedrooms upstairs won't have the slanted ceilings. You can find them often in suburbs and great for big or growing families. Okay, that's 5 good examples of detached properties you will see most. Let's move on to the attached properties. And again, we'll try to just keep it to what's in the material and what we'll see most. Attached homes and attached properties, in my opinion, we're going to see a ton more over the coming years when it comes to new builds. Right now in developing areas, builders have to have X amount of homes that are attached anyways, and that has been for a while, but I feel that number will go up as Ontario's population increases and if demand stays high. If you've taken my Choosing Your Real Estate Niche video seriously that I'll link in the cards here, and I strongly suggest you do, attached homes, semi-detached properties. This could be a great niche to specialize in once licensed. First on the list of attached is townhouse or row house. You'll see it referred to on Matrix. This consists of 3 or more units that are joined together by a shared wall or party wall, it can be referred to. They typically have a full basement, main levels, and upper levels. Of course, attractive for some developers and builders as they're able to create more housing on the land. You can also find townhouses that could be part of a condominium complex where the unit owner owns the structure and shares the land as a common element with the other unit owners. Next is semi-attached, or more commonly referred to as semi-detached. It usually is identified as there can be a small space between the attached properties sometimes, but the garage or the basement walls, for example, could be attached. Semi-detached homes provide many features associated with detached homes, which people love, but can also offer certain price advantages because of its practicality for the builder. Last one we'll touch on are multi-unit dwellings. These properties are commonly used in the investment niche. You can have duplexes, triplexes, or fourplexes even. These properties can be built as duplexes or triplexes, or they can be converted. Again, something that I think will be happening more and more in Ontario as demand stays high. For multi-unit dwellings, each dwelling can be accessed through its own private entrance or sometimes a shared entryway, and they can come in many different styles or structures. That's a good short list to a certain extent of the different type of styles of residential properties that you're going to see most. Don't expect to see too many questions on the finer details of each style of property on the exams. Maybe 2 to 4, 2 to 6 questions, but again, just try to understand the basics and retain as much of the knowledge as you can. This is great stuff to know, and when you're going through the course too, if you're anything like me as mentioned, I was actually kind of excited to see this. I was like, okay, here we go, stuff that we're gonna use in the real world. I really hope that helped. Just try to get through the course and the material, learning a little bit about everything, and then once you're licensed, you can specialize. Thanks for watching. My name is Callum Moore, eXp Realty real estate agent here in Ontario, and we'll see you in the next one.